Hi, I am Kim Evans, and welcome to Inspired Conversations with Kim Evans, where we actually talk all things beautiful health and wellness. And I am so excited to bring some of the most amazing people from around the world, globally connected, to share their stories and also their hacks to make women that are on the move, confident, ambitious lady bosses grow to aspire, as we talk about spirituality, beauty, health, global travel, and wellness. Get ready for our show, Inspired Conversations at KME Coaching here. Kim Evans. Welcome to Momentum Podcast Series, Elevate Your Business Success for the Renaissance businesswoman who wants more time, beauty, health, and wealth. Start your journey here. Welcome. I am so glad that you are here with me today on Inspired Conversations podcast show. I am Kim Evans. I am your lovely host. I am a podcaster, speaker. I'm the owner of Two Gorgeous Integrated Health and Wellness now for 27 years, where I help women achieve ageless, beautiful skin and therapeutic massage, and also the owner of KME Coaching. I'm so glad that you're here. I help confident and ambitious ladypreneurs to elevate and step into their greatness with our coaching services. Over the 27 years that I have had the pleasure of owning my spa business, I have learned to pivot. And part of that pivot is coaching C-suite executives and my clients who are actually going into entrepreneurship, as I have been an entrepreneur for 27 years. So I'm very grateful. I actually created this podcast series for businesswomen on the move, and please go back and listen to the prior ones, and there will be a link in the show notes on how you can get all 7 podcasts. So let me just quickly review before we get into the topic at hand today. And today we are going to be talking about beauty, and beauty is a luxury mindset. Are you ladies excited about that? Beauty is a luxury mindset, how to feel powerful all the time in your beauty and in your essence, and how that makes you magnetic. So our podcast series include Queen Consciousness, High Level Thinking, Practice Solitude and Mindfulness, going into actually adding prayer and how to go inside. Our third one, Flight Disruptions, A Queen Never Breaks Character in Public, even on canceled flights. Our fourth one, Sexy Paydays, on repeat for the ladypreneurs that are building their business online and offline, Becoming Magnetic, because you are the magic, the secret sauce. Our sixth one, Optimal Health is Not an Option, Luxury, Beauty, and Mindset. That's what we're going to talk about today. And then we end with Momentum Vision 2023. How about that? So our podcast series is an amazing series, and they range between 20 minutes to 50 minutes. I try to keep them pretty short and sweet in between. So again, I'm glad that you're here. If you've been inspired, transformed, or excited about what you've learned today, please share out our podcast and leave a comment below. So let's get to it. Momentum. Beauty is a luxury mindset. How to feel powerful all the time in your beauty. And let me just first say, it is a holistic approach. Beauty is a holistic approach. It's not about mascara, lipstick, blush, foundation, or bronzers. I have been a makeup artist for over 30 plus years. My forte is bridal makeup, where I go on location and I make the bride shine. I make her look like a movie star and look like a goddess. I have had the opportunity of touch almost thousands of brides over my 3 decades of being a platform and an on-location makeup artist. Secondly, I do a lot of photography, makeup artistry, and also special events. I have my own line of cosmetic, Too Gorgeous Cosmetics, which I only use my cosmetics. My cosmetics definitely, yes, is right up there with Bobby Brown, Trish McEvoy. Yes, they are. And you can purchase my cosmetics either inside my spa or actually go online at toogorgeous.com. So I'm not here to tell you what you need to put into your makeup bag, because beauty is beyond a makeup bag. Your beauty is beyond a lipstick. It's beyond a mascara. It's not a cover up. It's not a clear up. It is a spiritual mindset within yourself. That's what beauty is. Beauty is in the inner radiance of who a woman is becoming, who she has become. You know, as we ask God to take our ashes and turn them into beauty, our beauty marks, our scars become our beauty marks. So that basically really is the essence of what I'm talking about here in this podcast show, is your inner beauty radiance. That is what make you beautiful. So I titled this, Beauty is a Luxury Mindset. It's a holistic approach. It really is, to wellness. And we tie in beauty, health, and wellness and skincare and all that into here. A luxury mindset when it comes to beauty refers to a mindset that you prioritize quality over quantity. You focus on cultivating a sense of elegance, a sense of sophistication and confidence in one's appearance. It's about embracing a mindset that values self-care, self-love, and holistic wellness practices. And you recognize the importance of feeling good on the inside as well as looking good on the outside. You can have a woman that's drop dead gorgeous, but she's ugly on the inside. You can have a woman, her physical appearance might not be as such, but she radiates such an inner significant confidence of beauty. You can't even pin it. It comes from beyond. So you see the difference. Adopting a luxury mindset can have a positive impact on your confidence and self-esteem. I can always tell beautiful women because I can look at their confidence and their self-esteem within themselves. In a matter of 10 seconds, I could kind of sum up a woman, where she is, where she's come from, and where she is going by the way her self-confidence is leveled and her self-esteem that she sees within herself. Now, when you adopt a luxury mindset of beauty, it encourages you to invest in yourself and your well-being. When you prioritize self-care, you are sending a message to yourself and others around you that you are worthy in taking care of yourself. And this is what leads to greater self-esteem and self-empowerment. Every woman deserves to look too gorgeous. And this is why I named my spa Too Gorgeous, and I spell that Too, G-R-R-J-I-S. Let me repeat it again. Too, G-O-R-J-I-S, phonetically spelled. That was divinely given to me 27 years ago today. Your mindset can impact your overall appearance because it affects the way you carry yourself and present yourself to the world. You want to change your energy? Change your thought pattern on how you see yourself. When you change your thought patterns on how you see yourself, the way you show up, others show up differently to you. So if you don't like the way that people are acting around you, then change your thoughts. Change your paradigm shift around how you feel and look about yourself. When you have a luxury mindset, you're more likely to take care of your skin, you take care of your hair, you take care of your body in a way that reflects your self-worth and confidence. This leads to radiant and glowing appearance, both physically and energetically. And this, my ladies, this, my queens, is what makes you beautiful. I love the women of the Bible when we look at Sarah. Sarah was the most beautiful woman in the whole Bible that God made her, even in her 90s as she was giving birth to the promised child, to the promised seed. And it is described as she was so beautiful. We look at Queen Vashti, how beautiful she was, but she didn't have such a great spirit inside herself. But her beauty just was beyond her. When we look at the essence of adapting a luxury mindset, when you adapt a luxury mindset, you feel powerful. You're in control because it puts you in the driver's seat when it comes to your beauty and wellness. So it starts with first having a luxury mindset, self-love, self-care, and the beauty comes with that and the wellness. It allows you to set your own standards to how you look and feel. It empowers you to take necessary steps and to achieve those standards. But you have to have a luxury mindset. It's all in the mind. Let me tell you a brief example. I remember, I never forget this day, 1996, when I first opened up my spa. My first locations, I've had 5. My first location, I was in Walnut Creek. I had a young lady. She came in. I will never forget this day. And, she was wearing Marsha Brady blue eyeshadow at the time. And she really couldn't get herself out of, I guess, the 70s or the 80s. And so she comes in and I totally took her through a transformation. This woman looked amazing. I mean, she was so amazing. And I was just starting at the time. I was already a makeup artist of 10 years. But when she came into me for a facial and then we did her makeup, she couldn't believe how beautiful she was. She couldn't believe how gorgeous she looked because she was covering up her scars. She was covering up her battle wounds. She was covering up her traumas in this outdated makeup. And so I stripped everything away. And sometimes, ladies, we need a overstripping. We need to strip everything away. I stripped everything away. We started on a very new canvas, a clean canvas, and we began to paint the beauty and the essence that I knew that this woman carried. When we came to the end of her look, she was so beautiful. I mean, it was natural. This was no avant-garde couture. I can do that too. I actually just focused on her natural essence and beauty because I master that, bringing out the naturalness, the flawness of what a woman looks like. It's not all about the makeup. It's the strategy on how you apply it and the colors that you blend to make a woman's tones come out naturally. That is a true makeup artist. So at the end of that, let me just say, it was amazing. She looked so good. And I said, okay. She left. She looked good. I said, don't wreck now because you're going to look so beautiful. Don't be looking in the mirror now to where you're going to be running red lights because you look so gorgeous. A few weeks later, she comes in, brow wax, and she went back to the same Brady Bunch blue eyeshadow. I said, what happened? You looked so wonderful. You were beautiful. What happened? How did you revert back in less than 3 weeks? Did you learn anything that we did? She says, I just couldn't take how well I looked. I looked so beautiful. I just couldn't take it. And she put back on her scars. She put back on her trauma. She put back on her limited belief. And at that time, I knew I needed to partner with a hypnotherapist and a psychologist and a psychiatrist. So now I have them in my repertoire. If I need to refer out, I have that. I didn't pick that up then. I says, okay, I got you. What I'm saying to you ladies, oh my God, it is such a deep correlation. Are you hiding? What are you hiding from? Let it out. Define a luxury mindset. I just wanted to share that story with you. It's one that I will never, ever forget. A luxury mindset is made up of self-care and self-love. You need both, and how it impacts your self-confidence and your self-esteem. So let's get to it. How your appearance and adopting a luxury mindset can help you feel more powerful and in control. Let's talk about that real quick because we got a lot of information I want to cover in a short amount of time. So take out some notes, or you're going to replay this podcast while you out working out today or taking your walk. So talk about the importance of self-care. Let's talk about that in self-love. So one, when you take care of yourself holistically, it has a positive impact on your physical appearance and your mental well-being. Let me repeat that again. So when you take care of yourself holistically, it can positively impact your physical appearance and your mental well-being. Self-care and self-love. And let me see if I can, let me try to break this down in very elementary examples. Self-care and self-love, it plays a critical role. Both play a critical role in cultivating a luxury mindset. Okay. So when you prioritize self-care, you send a message to yourself and others around you that you value your health. Okay. Let me repeat that one more time. When you practice self-care and self-love. Okay. You're sending, actually first you're cultivating, and you're nurturing, and you're fostering Okay, I'm at luxury mindset. But the message that you send to the world is that you're practicing around you your self-worth. That's what's so important about it. That's why I always tell women, go back to self-care and self-love. It's such both are they play a critical role in cultivating a luxury mindset. You just have to have it. It actually impacts the value of your health, well-being, and overall happiness. It helps to boost your self-esteem and your confidence. Where they're both together are very vital, important factors when it comes to feeling beautiful and powerful. So if you don't feel beautiful, you can't slap a lipstick on your lips is what I'm trying to say. If you don't feel beautiful, you could spend $40 on your Chanel mascara. That's not gonna make it beautiful. If you don't feel beautiful, you can't fly out to Mexico and get your body chopped up and come on back or conformed and thinking because now you have a new body that's going to give you a new mindset of feeling and looking attractive and beautiful, because you still ain't gonna look beautiful. I do it all the time as a holistic coach. And when I actually help my clients and I put them on a wellness plan, a wellness journey, and their end game is to shift weight. And I always like to ask the question, and I'm going to get back to the point. How, by you making or losing 20 pounds, is that going to make you feel? What is your end game to that? Well, how do you think I look? Well, it's all about how you look. It's all about how you feel. Because if you drop them 20 pounds and if you have not dealt with the inner of you, of who you are, you're going to sabotage yourself and you're going to be right back on Jenny Craig diet. This is why most diets don't work. It's a mindset shift. It's a mindset shift. You know, doctors would tell you that if you're actually obesely overweight. I've seen it because I've had clients come into me and before they get their bypass surgery, right? Their stomach surgery, right? They have to go through a psychologist or a psychiatrist. They go through certain sessions. And I understand why. There's a strong correlation with the mental, the emotional, the mind, because the doctor want to make sure your mind is right. Because if your mind is not right and you go through the surgery and you lose the weight, 6 months later, you're going to gain the weight back because you didn't change the behavior. You have to change the behavior. This is why red Chanel lipstick don't work to make you beautiful. It's going to last for 60 seconds, but you have to change the inner. And when you change the inner, it affects the outer, and then it becomes a positive change. So taking care of yourself holistically means that you're not just focusing on the physical appearance. It is your mental, it is your emotional, and it's your spiritual well-being. And this includes practices like regular exercise and proper nutrition and mindfulness meditation. Go back and listen to the podcast I did on going inner using mindfulness and meditation and prayer. That solitude, actually, the title of that one is Solitude. That was a powerful podcast. So when I look at a woman who's beautiful, it's not that a woman that's dressed to the nines because she can be in jeans and overalls and some high heels. It's like when I look at a woman, I look at her mental. It's her strong mental. It is her emotional that is balanced, and she's not racquetball all over the world, but she has a strong emotional balance, and mentally strong. She's spiritual well-being within herself. That is what makes a woman beautiful. That's what makes a woman sexy. That's what when you actually can support your body's natural healing mechanisms that provide promoting balance and harmony within yourself, that's sexy. That's beautiful. That's how you cultivate a luxury mindset. Self-care and self-love. That's how you focus on the quality over quantity. Okay. So I just want to say that. So let's get into some keys on how to cultivate a luxury mindset through self-care and self-love. Keys on how to cultivate mindfulness and how to cultivate self-love. That's a very good question, Kim. Let's get into it. Great. Prioritize self-care and self-love. Make it a priority, number one. You make it a priority. You write it in your calendar. These things that you need, right? That is going to support your well-being of self-care and your self-love. This is what's going to make you beautiful. Let's get to it. So here it is, the connection between your physical and mental health. What are you doing to support your physical and your mental health? What are you doing to support your physical and your mental health? And what I mean by that, what is your approach to wellness, your approach to nutrition? What is your approach to exercise? What is your approach to mindfulness? What are the practices that you're doing? Are you taking care of both your physical and your mental health? You trying to say, hey, I want to be married again. I want to meet my king, but what are you doing in the meantime before God can send him? Are you taking care? Are you achieving a successful balance of weight according to your biometric? Because you don't say that you want to be a 5 if that's not what you're supposed to do. Maybe you're supposed to be a size 10, according to your biometric and your body, what's healthy for you, what would make you feel beautiful. If you want to shift the weight, you have to find that for you. You cannot compare that to what society is saying of what your weight should be, right? So you take care of both of the physical and the mental, right? It's crucial in cultivating a luxury mindset, right? Because when you do this, you create a sense of balance and harmony within yourself. There's nothing more beautiful than a woman that's balanced. There's nothing more beautiful that's a woman that is in harmony to her own core values. All y'all need to put that on your dating application for those that are single. What are your crucial core values? And are you living your life in harmony to your core values? This is how you cultivate a luxury mindset. And this is what makes you beautiful. You take both care of your physical and your mental. I was up at the gym at 6 o'clock this morning. I make it a point. What is your big why? Because I don't want to have a heart attack. What is your big why? Because I need to be healthy and whole. What is your big why? Because I need to take care of myself. Because when I don't take care of myself and my body, then I can't take care of my clients, because as a massage therapist, I have to be mentally, emotionally, and spiritually well. And so I make sure that I make my physical well-being my number one priority by getting my exercise in the gym, or however I can get it in. So you have to know, what is your why? Let's look at some more ways of how you can cultivate this. You take care of both your physical and your mental health through your nutrition. Are you eating healthy? Is it balanced? Does it fuel your body? Does it nourish your body? Did you all get my webinar that I did on plant-based lifestyle? Okay, I'm going to put it in the show notes. Y'all need to do that, because I talk about so many facets on how lady bosses, as we're building our businesses, how you need to have a plant-based and whole foods life and what it does for your body. So I won't get all into that on the nutrition piece. Exercising, regular physical exercise, the importance of that. It maintains healthy weight. It builds strength. It builds endurance. You don't have the brain fog. You could come home. You have a high libido. You can make love to your husband, and you would want to do it because you feel good. And maybe a lot of women, and this is no shade, don't want to do that because they don't feel good about themselves, because they have so many things that's going on in their world. Whether you're single or you're not, whether you're married or not, whether you have kids or you're not, you have so much in your world. By the time you get home, you're drained. But if you put your self-care and your self-love first, then give unto God first, give unto yourself, then you can be that conduit. You can be that agent, that change agent that you need to support your family. You can't run on low energy. Mindful practices like meditation, yoga, deep breathing can help to reduce the stress and improve focus and concentration. It cultivates a sense of inner calm and well-being. When you go low, when people go low, you go high. I love that when Michelle Obama says that. Former First Lady Michelle Obama. She always going to be my First Lady. When people go low, you go high. And the only way that you can do that, self-love, consciousness, be self-aware, right? I hope you're getting this. Does this sound like some really good information? So I wanted to provide some actionable steps and some tips for you for cultivating, a luxury mindset. I just want to leave it, but I want to I wanted to also to share and some engaging points on how you could take one or two of these things back, and you can I want to offer, some practical advice, that one or two of these tips that you can start, implementing right now to embrace your luxury, approach to beauty and wellness. So let me also end with, how do you develop a positive body image and self-talk, and ways on how we can incorporate, self-care practices into our daily life. Because ladies, this is what makes us beautiful. If you're not speaking well about yourself or to yourself, then how do you expect for anybody else to give you a compliment? Or when they do give you a compliment, you just go, or you can't even smile at a man when face on when they're coming at you because of everything the thoughts that you got going on in your head. You can't even receive a compliment. I'm like, bring it on. Bring more. Hello. I welcome it because I embrace it. Thank you. I'm self-worth. Yeah, but bring me more. I love it. So let's talk about some real tips that you can incorporate self-care practices into your daily life. And again, these are just simple tips. I'm just going to remind them. I'm going through them from top of my head, like practicing gratitude. Take the time out each day and reflect on things in your life that you're grateful for. We don't always have, pipe dreams, perfect days. The color of the day is not always fuchsia. Sometimes it might be blue. It might be yellow. It might be gray. Whatever day it is or whatever types of events, circumstances or events that come your way, when you practice gratitude, you could get over it. When you practice gratitude, you can get through it. When you practice gratitude, you can get around it. When you practice gratitude, you can get up under it. And when you practice gratitude, you can give above it. So it's your mindset. It's cultivating a luxury mindset. It stems everything, self-love and self-care. It all goes back to this. This is what makes you beautiful. Set intentions. I did a podcast and also a live on your velvet rope. Are you activating your boundaries? You set intentions. What is your intention? Have clear intentions. If things are not mounting up with your clear intention, you rope it off. Set clear intentions for what you want and achieve them in terms of your beauty and your wellness goals. Are you writing them down, ladies? What are your beauty goals? What are your wellness goals? They help you to give you a sense of purpose and direction, and they can help you stay focused and motivated. Prioritize self-care. It must be prioritized. I talk about this all the time in my private Facebook group, is that self-care management system. What is your self-care management system? Make self-care a priority in your life. This means by taking the time out to rest, to relax, to engage, to sleep. Are you doing this? Engage in activities that bring you enjoyment. Bring the joy, right? Bring the joy. Are you bringing the joy? Are you bringing the joy? This can help to reduce stress, improve your mood, support your overall well-being. Let me tell you, any and everywhere that I'm invited, my family always loves me coming over. I always tell the story with my grandmother. I love seeing her. And it's so funny. When I go see her and then I have to go, she's like, what you hurry for? That's a southern comfort, what we phrase. It's like, what you hurry for? And what that means is, I love seeing you. I love being around you. I don't want to see you go. Now, I have been in her home while I have been there fellowshipping with my grandmother, and other people will come in there. She don't say that. She don't say what you hurry for. She looking at them like you need to go. So I understand there is a difference, and all that is an energy. When I go and visit my mother, when I'm invited out to guest speak, when I'm at events, even have my clients, they always love to invite me to events that they're holding. I can't be at every event. I've learned I just don't have that kind of time. But the thing is, what I want to say is, when you show up is the energy that you bring. Are you bringing joy to where you are? People feel that it is an energetic exchange. Are you bringing the joy? Or are you a vampire that you're just sucking the life and the energy out of people? Let me give you a quick example. You go to networking groups and you want to run from some people. It's like, oh my God. It's like they cling on to you because they're so afraid to go and to introduce themselves to other people. So they find one person that they hang on to the whole networking group. I run from those kinds of people. You have vampires, and those are your energy drainers, and they will suck on and they will leech on to your energy. So be aware of that. Invest in quality products. I always tell women, you don't have to spend $1,000 on a moisturizer. You just need to know the ones that's good for your skin type. So know your skin type. You eat foods that's going to nourish and support your body. Okay. You don't have to spend hundreds and thousands of dollars on that. You don't always have to eat organic. There are things that you can use like grapeseed extract oil to wash your vegetables, and that cuts your budget by 3/4 right there from buying exotic. And you use grapeseed oil extract in water, and then you can scrub and wash your vegetables, and they're organic from that. Embrace holistic wellness. You take a holistic approach to wellness. You focus on interconnectedness and physical, mental, emotional well-being. And I just use that in an example of networking. When you go to networking events or when you're out in the public, how are you interconnecting with people? Are you present when you see them? Are you just sucking the life of them? Are you giving back? Is it a two-way fellowship? You're giving and they're giving. You're getting and you're getting. A fellowship, I always define that between two friends or two people should be a fellowship where you give and you take. Both of you guys are giving and you're taking. You're nurturing and you're fostering that relationship. That makes it balanced. That makes it beautiful. Now, if people are not doing that and all they're doing is sucking that life and the energy, you need to run from them. Surround yourself with positivity. I always surround myself with positivity. Who wants to be around the life of the seed of Chucky? Surround yourself with positive people, messages, influences. Again, speak positive and wellness to yourself, ladies. This can help to reinforce a luxury mindset, and it keeps you motivated and inspired. And then practice self-love. So you make a conscious effort to practice self-love and self-acceptance. Do you accept yourself? I'm going to have a homework assignment for you at the end. Do you accept yourself? I tell people I love and accept myself. The power of I am enough. I am enough. Write that in lipstick on your window. Write that in lipstick on your bathroom wall. I am enough. When he don't call you, it's all good. I am enough. When things don't go your way, I am enough. Practice self-love. I am enough. I am enough. God made you whole. You were whole before you came through the birth canal. He made you whole. Okay. I am enough. By incorporating these tips of daily routine, you can cultivate a luxury mindset, focus on your self-care, focus on your wellness, and then you become empowered. Whew. Okay. Let me see. Societal pressures. Oh man, we cannot allow our beauty to be defined by society or Vogue magazine. Okay. You have to know how you feel about your own beauty. You actually determine that. You're not the definition of what people determine to who you are. So you cannot be walking around with these unlisted beauty standards, what society is saying about yourself. So how you combat this, you recognize and you become aware, all right, that these are non-realistic, unobtainable. You don't need to be a size 0 or strive for perfection. But you actually love who you are. Ageism, society says. I have this, it's so funny. I always talk about when I go into T-Mobile, and I love them. They're my number one cellular mobile company. And I always tell them all the time, I says, you guys, I never see anybody here that's aged. Everybody is young and gorgeous and beautiful that works in here. And I tease them because it is, their whole staff is always beautiful. And so just make sure that just because society might say, hey, this is what beauty is defined as, don't get caught up in that. You're beautiful just the way you are. So let me just also discuss the benefits of having a luxury mindset beyond beauty. So this is beyond beauty. This is what you can't kind of measure or put or write a check to. Okay. Increase confidence and self-esteem. You can't write a check on that. You can't put it in a bottle and you can't sell that. When you adopt a luxury mindset, you begin to value yourself and your worth beyond your appearance. It's priceless. Greater overall and well-being. A luxury mindset focuses on taking care of yourself holistically, which includes the physical, the mental, the emotional well-being. And we're going to add the spiritual into that. And when you prioritize that, you experience an energy that is beyond the Richter scale. Your mood is just so well balanced and you begin to have a better quality of life. You can't put a price tag on that. You can't write a check for it. Increase productivity and success. When you feel good about yourself, and you take care of yourself, you're more likely to be so productive and successful in every other area of your life. It just spills over. You'll have more energy and focus. You can devote to your goals. You have more a positive attitude, more loving relationships and friendships. And then you'll be able to achieve your just wildest, just your ultimate, unsurmountable desired outcomes. You can't put a price tag on that. Improve relationships. You can't buy that. They say money can't buy you love. You can't buy friendships. Luxury mindset involves prioritizing relationships and social connections. COVID hit us real bad for 2 years. The human beings, we were made to have social connectedness between one another. But when those things are just pure and they're so loving, because you're self-aware and you're conscious, and you really come from a place to where you see your family, or you see your friends, or you see people that are around you, the human experience is so gorgeous. I just have to say, it's just gorgeous. It's just gorgeous. An overall luxury mindset involves prioritizing yourself and your well-being in every aspect of your life. And by doing so, you can experience increased confidence, well-being, productivity, success, as well as improved relationships and overall quality of life. And when you have all that, now listen, when you have all that, leads to greater confidence, success, fulfillment, every area of your life. This is what makes you beautiful. A luxury mindset. This is what makes you beautiful. I hope these key points provide you with a good starting point in creating your new luxury mindset. So I'm going to leave you with some homework. And I want you ladies, as you begin to replay this podcast show, this is your attractiveness homework that I want to leave you. I want you to do an attractive assessment, an attractiveness assessment. I want you to pay close attention here. Just pay close attention here. What I'm going to say is very simple. And I want you to go in your mind and I want you to look within. I want you to say to yourself, what about you is attractive? What about you that you find yourself attractive? What makes you sexy? What makes you admirable? Tune into that. Find all the things that you love about yourself. I want you to write it down in a journal. So next time you feel depressed, I want you to come back to this list. But first, I want you to do this exercise. And I share this a little bit with my clients when I'm doing makeovers with them. What is it that you love about your eyes, about your nose, about your legs, about your back, about your hair, about your skin, about your personality, about your style, about your dress, about your smile, about your laugh, about your sexiness, about your shoulders, about your arms. What do you love, ladies, in this area? What is it that you find the most attractive about yourself? Now, when you go back into this, then when you see what you love the most about yourself, I want you to describe a time that you felt your most attractive. Go back in time. We're going to do some guided imagery. Go back in time when you felt the most attractive about yourself. What were you wearing? The power of intention. What were you doing? What were you thinking about? On a scale from 0 to 10, how attractive did that make you feel? Hello. Because every woman was born too gorgeous. So I want you to go back and do this assessment. And once you begin to do this assessment on yourself, maybe you wouldn't be going and doing all those dates to find the man to give you the compliment that you need, because you would know how beautiful within yourself. You do not need to have anyone to tell you that. It's okay for them to co-sign, but you should know yourself on who you are and where you are. Okay. So thank you very, very much. I hope you have loved and enjoyed this podcast show. Follow me on Instagram. That's Instagram.com/2gorgeous, 2GORJIS, or Instagram.com/KME coaching. There's 3 ways that we can work together. I love to offer my complimentary strategy elevate call. I'm going to leave all this in the show notes. The second way we could work together is through my one-on-one coaching programs. And I'm so excited to launch my 1-year program, group program, Unstoppable Business to Profits, for women who are looking to elevate their business online and offline. And you can actually, let's have a call about that if that sounds interesting to you. So God bless all of you ladies for listening. I am so proud that you took this time out. You are beautiful on the inside and that on the outside. And thank you for listening to Momentum, and please share it out. May these words that you have listened in this podcast go as far as the east, as far as the west, as far as the north, as far as the south. And may you be transformed. May you be transpired. May you be uplifted, motivated from the words from this. And may you take a tip or two, and that you can engage them. You can apply them in your lifestyle. You can apply them in the tips, do the homework assignment that I gave at the end. And may you be blessed in every area of your life. And thank you, God. And may every woman be uplifted and admired in this podcast show, because all of you ladies, you are beautiful. Thank you very much for listening. This is Kim Evans.